Hello and welcome back to Stardew Valley and TellerTactGaming, and we are on day 1 of fall year 1. Let's start this day by, as always, checking what is the weather going to be tomorrow. It's going to be cloudy with gusts of wind throughout the day. It's going to be like almost a sunny day, but not really, and yeah. Our luck, how is it? The spirits are somewhat annoyed today. Luck will not be on your side. Okay, living off the land. Let's talk sunflowers. When you harvest them, you'll not only get a nice flower, but you'll likely get some seeds as well. You can replant those seeds or sell them. I'm sold! Yes, let's do a bit of melons. Melon is a thing which makes you a lot of money, and yes, everything except the corn is gone. So we are going to make sure. TTG, I got a new item in stock. It's called the Auto Grabber. This thing can milk your cows and goats and shear your sheep all on its own. It's considered a luxury item, so I'm charging 25,000 gold money. Yeah, I'm not going to get one of those before I even have a coop. My god, money, do you actually know I haven't bought a coop yet? Or a barn for that matter? I don't think she knows, so we are going to have to tell her that we actually don't have it. Or rather, just not say anything and don't go there and buy it. We are going to make 30 more, or rather 6 more gold bars. We are going to smelt as much as possible, as fast as possible. Right, we do need a side to actually clear all this. And then we will go and buy as much seeds as possible. And the question is, what do we want? And how much do we want of the things we want? I mean, I think we want everything. The question is more, what do we want the most of? How much do we want? Yeah, I'm not sure. And it is a bit poopy. We don't actually have our we are going to have to reset all the fertilizer, but other than that, yeah, the corn keeps its fertilizer, but nothing else does. Yeah, we are going to have to make all of the fertilizer here as we can. Yeah, we are going to need like all of it. Might even need more than that, depending on how much we buy. I can't really remember exactly what is the really good shit, so to speak, in the fall. I do know pumpkins are really worth it. There's a lot of money in pumpkin, and we will need pumpkins for something. I can't remember exactly what it is. Looking for walleye. Caroline, yeah, I understand you're looking for a walleye. I need a walleye, but the walleyes are hard to get. Eggplants are really good. Bok choy seeds. Bok choy are really good. Jams we will need. Oh, right, here they are. Cranberries. Cranberries are the blueberry of the fall. Right. We do need some amaranth. I can't remember how many we need. We will need grape starters. Question is, how many hops did I make? I won't need as many. Like, nowhere near enough as many, I think. Or I might need even more, I'm not sure. Yeah, my memory isn't helping me in this case because it's non-existent at this point. Too many things. Going to put this one. I'm going to change place of this. This wild plum is going in the community center. This pale ale is what Pam wants, so she's going to get it. I do want pumpkins. I'm actually going to check the spreadsheet here to see. I mean, I think it's cranberries. If I remember correctly, it is. Yeah, I think we want as much cranberries as possible. Cranberries is basically the blueberries of fall, but it does cost a lot more in seeds. Yeah, a lot more, but it's worth a bit more, and they grow faster. And it is actually more profitable per season, so I think we are actually or is it actually more profitable? I mean, cranberries and you, what is it, the profit per day or what? Yeah, profit divided by days. And the reharvest is 5 days. So every 5 days we will get, which basically means you get, what is it, 5 harvests? Yeah, it's probably not. Yeah, it's not as profitable as the blueberries, but it's pretty darn close. It's still a lot of money. Each and every cranberry is actually worth more, but there's a bunch of other stuff which makes it to be less profitable if you're actually going to count. But I'm actually going, let's see, we have a What is it? It's 4 by 4. Like it's 4, 8, 16, 32 by 32. 32 by 32, what's that? I'm not going to count that in my head. No, that can't be right. Like, no, I'm counting wrong. It's 16 by 16, right? 256. Yeah, the question is how much I'm actually going to buy here. I'm not sure is the answer. This will probably just be this one episode at this point, with me being like indecisive. I'm going to buy 4 fairy seeds for the honey, and yeah, I'm going to buy 18 amaranth. I am going to buy like at least 16 of the eggplants. We have corn. The corn is already growing. I actually am not going to buy any more corn. I am, on the other hand, going to buy 32 pumpkins. Because getting a lot of pumpkins is necessary. We do need a lot of pumpkins. Money-wise, I am going to buy 16 bok choy. I am going to buy 16 jams. This is a lot of seeds, and we are going to buy a lot of. Let's start with a grape starter first. We want. Let's see here. I had 6 times 4. That's 24. I'm actually going to go with 24 here as well. And then we want like a crap ton of cranberries. We want a lot of cranberries. Yeah, we will use a lot of money doing this, but we want a lot of cranberries. Let's use up all the money. Like, what could possibly go wrong? I'm actually going to sell half of my mushrooms. There we go, and we get one more cranberry. 130 cranberries. That's nice. We had like 30k or even more. We have now 13 gold. This investment will be worth it. No doubt about that. We just need to put everything down. We have the 8. What is it? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it's not 16 by 16, it's 12 by 12 equals 144. minus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What is it? 4, 8, 16. Minus 16, so it's 128. We have 2 more than actually needed. Whatever. We are going to put down this. The thing is, since we have everything set up, all of it is watered and ready, all we need to do is spread out all of the fertilizer and all of the seeds. And that's the thing, once you actually get past your first summer, the planting will be a lot easier. The first summer is always the worst, and after that every spring will be the worst. Because the winter will stop everything from working regardless, which will be really annoying, but it's something that will happen and you can't really stop it or do anything about it. And here we go, we are going to make everything. This takes a bit of time. It is a bit of like manual labor and you have to do it manually. There's no way of doing this automatically unless you like play with mods. I haven't actually ever tried playing this game with mods. I just know it's possible. I don't feel like this game actually needs mods, but yeah. And we have 2 left. I'm actually going to put them just here. And yes, this means I will have to water them manually every single day, but that's fine. Now we need to put, like, this has been destroyed by it being around enough. Like, I hadn't made sure to keep the ground hoed and watered and stuff, so it got destroyed. Just keep on hoeing it and it will be back to how it used to be. Hoeing takes quite a lot of energy because you need not so much each and every action of the hoeing, but you need to hoe quite a lot. And that's what makes it use a lot of energy. We are going to have to water this because if we want to maximize how much it grows, we will have to make sure it is watered before we go to bed. This should all be covered. We are going to put the pumpkins up here. There we go. Let's see. We have 16. Let's put 16 jams. There we go. And we just have to make sure to water it. And this is what actually makes you spend such a vast amount of energy, is like you have to hoe the ground and then you have to water everything as well. And not only does it take like an insane amount of energy, it takes a long time. Like, if you don't have, like, if I hadn't like taken care of this part properly, like keeping it watered, and I would have had to hoe this part, and it would have, like, it wouldn't have been 5 p.m. at this point, it would have been 9 p.m. and I would not have 125 energy left. No way. I'm actually going to move that, but yeah, that one bit of stone is in the way, so we are actually going to have to be a bit rough about it using our cherry bomb. We are going to have to remove these just in case, and boom! I want to remove that one, so we are removing it. We can't really fix this just yet, so we are going to have to let it look like crap for a while. And we have to be a bit careful how we do this, so we're not wasting resources. But we want this row, and then this row, then immediately the next row, and then skip this one and go here. There we go. And then being super careful how we place this, because these are impassable, and once they are placed, it doesn't matter what kind of seed it is, once it's placed, you will not be able to pick it up, you have to destroy it. There we go, a bit more compact than what we had before, which is not really necessary, but I think it's nicer. You can still get to everything, and it will work just fine. And so far we can still see if we have watered it or not. I will put down these two things which I picked up. We have the amaranth, the eggplant, and the bok choy left to plant. Right, and we have the flowers left to plant. We can't forget the flowers. Like, no, we can't forget the flowers. We can't forget the flowers. Would be devastating if we did, really. And there we go. I'm going to put down the eggplants because they are actually repeating crop, so I want them to be like down on the ground first. I will put that down, and then we will have a hard time seeing the red circle at this point because of the color being as it is. Yeah, we do have the bok choy. I am actually going to do that in two. I'm not going to make all 16 at once. I'm just going to make 8 at a time. That is going to be fine, and we are going to make all the 18 amaranth, but we do need more basic fertilizer for that, so we are going to have to cut a tree or two for that, and we are going to have to hold the ground. We do have a bit of time to actually do it, so it's not like we can't do it. But yeah, we can do it. There is a bit of time left. We do need 18 at least of the basic fertilizer. And yeah, we have enough. There we go. As I said, I will keep the bok choy. They are really quick. They take four days to mature. That's actually really quick and nice. It's not like it's going to take forever until they are done. So what we are going to do, we are just going to make a 3x3 2 times like this. There we go. And we are going to fill this. I have no idea if I have put down like properly with all spots are filled, like 18, 21 minus 3 is 18. Yeah, so we have actually filled everything. The only way of knowing if we have filled everything now is by knowing that we don't have anything. You can see we don't have anything left. Yeah. We probably have made no mistake, but it's like impossible for me to see that or not. So yeah. Yeah, the trees seem to be going fine. They seem to be growing at a decent rate, or rather on a somewhat rate. I wouldn't say it's decent. It could have been better. I'm going to fill traps, the crab pots up, and I'm going to fill up that one, and yeah, we are done. I'm just going to offload all of the stuff I don't want in my inventory. Don't want that one. I don't want those, and we are done. Yeah, we are actually done. We have actually planted and watered everything. Thankfully, it was because we had the absolute biggest patch was blueberries. The blueberries kept on going forever, and when the last day came around, they actually stayed until the last day, and that meant that all spots we had, like all the spots we had blueberries on, they kept being tilled soil, which meant we didn't have to spend any time tilling this big square, and we didn't have to water because all of the sprinklers had watered all the spots already, and that meant this big patch we didn't need to do anything other than put down fertilizer and put down the cranberry seeds, and bam, done. A lot of the stuff was already done. There was some stuff over here we needed to fix before actually before we were able to say, okay, it's done, let's go to the next set of seeds. But it was like minimal effort. We did some rearranging of some stuff here and there. We put down the flowers, like every single seed we bought, and I think we actually bought more seeds this season than we did last season. And we actually managed to put everything down on day 1. That's something I don't think yeah, there was nowhere close for me the last season. So I am super quickly going to toss these in the bin, get some money, and we are going to make this a shorter episode. This is the first day of fall. We have actually finished every single little thing we wanted to make or do. pale ale, and a bit of pickled tomatoes, a lot of money. We actually gained a bunch of money. That's really good. I'm going to check and see if my pickaxe is done. If it is, we are most likely going to do the last of the cleanup of the farm. We actually need to make it we need it clean at this point, because we need to put in silos and coops and barns and a bunch of other stuff which has to do with animals. And yeah, it's going to need a lot of resources, a lot of space. So we need to clean up our farm. I would have hoped we actually had done that before fall. But yeah, we didn't get to it. There was a bunch of stuff we needed. We had a resource shortage during summer, so there was some stuff we had to go to the mines to get to actually be able to make. Like, we had to go to the mines to get the amount of sprinklers we now have. If we hadn't gone to the mines during the summer, we wouldn't have all the sprinklers we have right now, the first day of fall. So yeah, I would have liked to actually been able to clean up a bit more, but we didn't. So yeah, we're gonna have to do it now instead. And with actually being not having to like do anything like water maybe 1 or 2 places by hand at this point, we are in a really good position, both time-wise and energy-wise, to actually being able to clean up the farming like 1 or 2 days. So that's the situation. We will keep on pushing forward. And with that, I'm going to say thanks for watching. Goodbye, and I'll see you in the next one.